Alright, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Moderator, please let me know if you can hear me. Is my sound working? Can you hear me on the stream?
There's something coming through.
There's some. What do you mean? There's something coming?
It's
Like,
can
you hear me?
It's because I'm on call. Hold on.
Mod, is it good? All right. Is it sound actually sound good? Or do I need to turn my mic up a little bit? Heard. All right, dope. Sweet. Let me get Mike in here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and send him the link. The linky link. Turn it up a little bit. Is that good? Like, that sounds loud as fuck in my ears. Alright, guys, what's up? This is the Illminds Independent Podcast with your host, SPtheGreat. This is where we talk about everything independent artist wise. So, if you guys are an independent artist or if you want to learn what it's like to be an independent artist, this is the podcast for you. I am waiting on somebody to hop in the stream. Guest Mike B, dope ass artist. Work with him a little bit. We actually got a new song that's getting ready to come out. I got to finish recording it. Been slacking a little bit. Hopefully he pops in here soon. Mike is a dope ass guy. If you haven't checked him out, the real Mike B. Hand sanitizer was dropped a couple weeks ago. Rain was dropped last week, if I'm not mistaken. Cool ass dude. Basically, what I like to do is... What's up, Stitch? Thank you for being in the chat. What I like to do is I like to shed a little bit of insight on what it's like to be an independent artist. I also like to help other independent artists out. I feel like there's not really a lot of people who are struggling as independent artists that are making content. I feel like there's been a lot of people who are independent artists that are already making content that have already made it, that are getting like over 100,000 streams, you know, whatever the case might be. They might be actually making money off of music, but I don't feel like there's anybody that's actually out here that's struggling to make music that wants to help other people in that realm. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to try and help everybody out, you know, give a little bit of insight, show what it's like to struggle as an independent artist. I think I have about 6,000 to 8,000 streams across all platforms. Don't Miss is one of my top ones. I think I'm around 2,000 streams with that. So I'm not sitting here lying. You can go check all my shit out. You can check it out on Spotify. YouTube has less streams, so I'm not lying. I'm independent, grinding from the bottom, trying to get out there, trying to help other people, and that's pretty much what this show's about. What's on my lip? Lip rings, bro. It's funny that you said something about that too. I've actually had people like walk by me and be like, "You got something on your lip, bro," and I'll be like, "Oh, thanks, dude," and I'll like rub my face, and then they'll fucking turn around and be like, "It's still there." I'm like, "It's fucking built in. I can't really take it out." Yeah, I also do guests as well. So if anybody's watching and you guys ever want to pop on, if you're an independent artist and you want to talk, just let us know, and we'll try and get you in here. Nah, you're good. You're good. Sometimes they roll around and I just don't flip. I barely even notice them. So. All right, I'm gonna go over some notes. I'll probably end up starting because he hasn't joined yet. So we'll get into some of the topics that we were gonna talk about for the show. So, I guess I'll start this one off with talking about music production. Like I said, as an independent artist, I never really had money to buy beats. I didn't have money to go and have like a recording session at a studio. I never had any of that. So when I started, spent a little bit of money. I had a laptop that I got while I was in college. I think it was like a little HP or something. Went out and I bought uh, the Persona Studio One USB interface, the 96, which actually comes with a Studio One DAW. So like you're getting a free DAW with the interface for $100, right? The DAW is like $300 if you just buy it outright. So like I did this shit on a budget. I looked all this shit up. So if you ever want to get into doing your own stuff, if you're not already, I would definitely look into the Studio One interfaces because they come with a DAW. You can't beat it. I mean, $100 and it comes with a DAW where you can learn how to record your own voice, make your own beats, and do all that stuff. Like, come on, bro, it's a good idea. Do it. As far as microphones go, I have the Audio-Technica AT20. It is a cardioid compression mic, I think. Oh, sorry, condenser mic. I think I got that for $100 too. Like everything that I got was super cheap, right? And I'm not saying that I bought all this stuff at once. Like I had to save up to get it, but in the end, it was worth it. I think I bought like a little pop mesh or whatever to put on it, and like that was pretty much it. So you can do this cheap if you're not doing it already, which I highly suggest. Because, dude, buying beats at like $150 a beat, depending on like who you're buying beats from. I know you can get them cheaper because I know there's like BeatStars and all that. But spending all that money on a beat, you're not, if you're trying to make money off of your music, spending money on beats is like, your ROI is too fucking high. Like you're not gonna do it. You're essentially playing the lottery, trying to get trying to go viral off TikTok. And as an independent artist, it's not a great way to go. As far as studio grade stuff, I don't really have anything that's expensive. I pretty much have everything that's on budget. If you listen to my music, it sounds professional. So if it sounds professional, why would I want to go spend more money on stuff? Dude, these headphones, they're Audio-Technicas. I don't remember what type they are. I bought these when I was like fucking 13, so 12 years ago. Still rocking them. Still work perfectly fine. You don't need expensive production equipment to make good music. And I think that's a problem that a lot of people have, is they don't understand that. They think that if they have the top of the line shit, they're going to have the top of the line music. Just not true. Not true at all. Yes, we do a lot of music talking here, Grace. This is the independent talk podcast for independent artists. So, as far as production stuff goes, man, go cheap. Learn how to do it, honestly. I mean, if you learn how to actually get your mixes to sound good, how to make good beats, how to get your levels right, bro, you don't need to spend $45 an hour at the studio, like, at all. It's like, and I'm not hating on any producers or like anybody who like runs a studio. I know that you guys, need to make money too. But for people who don't have the money to do that and want to make music and want to make good music, learn how to do it yourself. I think Leaf brought me on to making beats in like 2020 or something like that, and then I started releasing music in 20 like the end of 2020 or early 2021, like, and now I'm making shit that you can't even tell. Like, I do all this shit out of my living room. I don't even have a fucking studio, bro. I'm literally sitting here in my living room doing the podcast right now. Like, this is my setup that I'm doing the podcast. That is the setup where I make all my music. It's easy. You really don't need to have anything crazy. I do believe that for me, Studio One, I think is probably one of the best. Which is weird. I've only met one other person that uses Studio One. Like, everybody else uses FL or like Reaper or whatever the fuck. And not a fan. Not a fan. I looked at the setups. I looked at the setups at FL. I looked at the setups at Ableton. I don't like them. I think Presonus is a lot more professional. I mean, it takes a little bit to get used to, but once you get used to it, like, you fly through it. And especially if you do something that's like very vocal oriented, I think Presonus is a lot better for people who do stuff like that. So like doing hip hop on Presonus is like super smooth. It's really easy. I haven't done a lot of singing or anything, so I can't really speak on that, but I know like all the people that I've seen use it, that do a lot more like singing melodic stuff, they have a really easy time going about doing their vocals and getting everything straight. But not only that, you can get Persona, which I'm not an affiliate of Presonus or anything. I'm not getting paid for this. Like, I love Presonus. I live by it. I think it's one of the best DAWs out there. And I think that they're doing a lot of good stuff to help people. Like, if you like to use a lot of different sounds, but you can't, like, afford to get people to come in and play stuff for you, if you get Persona Sphere, I think it's like $20 a month or something. I get all kinds of shit. And they're always, like, releasing updates with more plugins, more, sounds. You get a bunch of sound sets. I think when I got Studio One Sphere, I think I ended up getting like over 130 sound sets or something. A lot of live stuff. Some of it was like synth oriented, but it's a great DAW. I recommend it to anybody who wants to stop paying so much to go to studios, to be honest. I think you can probably get the microphone setup that I have a lot cheaper now too, because they came out with the updated version of the AT. Which I live by Audio Technica as well. Audio Technica to me is I think I can change the description. I don't really know how to do that in Streamlabs yet. Unless I can open it up on my actual YouTube. Damn, bro, you interrupted me. I forgot what. Oh, Audio Technica. Audio Technica is probably one of the best brands that you can use. Mic wise, for me, I love the Audio Technica headphones. Audio Technica is like one of my favorites. They don't add anything to their headphones that make them sound. um the sound that comes through the Audio Technica headphones, right? It doesn't add anything. It doesn't add bass. It doesn't add anything. It's made to sound like when it comes out of the studio. So as to where like your Beats by Dre, their fucking drivers are just overloaded to push bass, really. And I like if I'm trying to actually listen to a song, I don't want to have super bass like distorting everything to where I can't actually enjoy the music. If I want to listen to like super bass, I'm gonna go in my car and listen to the fucking 12s that are in that bitch. Like, I don't need that shit in my ears. I want to fucking listen to everything and make sure it sounds good. And especially in a studio setting, it's important to hear everything that's going on if you're trying to make the best quality music that you can make. Leaf, I'll try and do this description. There's no fucking promises, though. I'm also wondering where Mike's at, because I know that I sent him an invite to the live. This is going to be boring for a second, guys. We're having technical difficulties because I have to try and figure this shit out. My bad. Fucking dry ass voice. Yeah, I mean stuff like that. Stuff like that's dope. I don't really use Bluetooth headphones in like a studio setting. I tried it once. Um it just never really it didn't work out for me that well. Cuz like I know there's other stuff that have like there's other headphones and stuff that you can get great sound out of. I think my brother uses the Pro 2s. I actually bought a pair of Audio Technica's Bluetooth headphones. I like those motherfuckers a lot. They also weren't like $200. They were like $75, so they were affordable. But I guess it all depends on what you're going for too, because like the Pro 2s have the noise canceling on them too, don't they? But yeah, I mean, as far as production goes, you really don't need to spend a whole lot of money on doing that unless you're like trying to build an actual studio to have people come into and you want to get into producing more than you want to be an artist, which I don't want to say like I don't want to say producers aren't artists. Essentially what I'm talking about is like, you know, people who are actually like in the studio making the recordings and stuff. Right, because I know producers make music, like they make beats, they do all kinds of shit. So I'm not downgrading them, but unless you're trying to make your own studio to have people come into it, I don't think that buying, you know, the most expensive gear is going to really help if you're just doing this shit on your own. Hey, Grace, you don't need to sing. I mean, you could always try other genres. I mean, even if you don't, I mean, even if you don't do vocals or anything, right? Like, instrumentals are always nice. Like, if you have like a good, if you can make a good instrumental. I mean, the other thing too is if you, because I don't know what your situation is, but if you wanted to make money off of music, you know, making any type of instrumental and either putting it out for people to listen to or trying to sell these instrumentals to like artists like me that like actually do vocals and stuff. I mean, it's definitely a nice side hustle, unless you just do it for your enjoyment, which we'll talk about hobbyist artists too. So, because there's a big difference. Actually, we can hop into that now. I'm kind of over talking about gear and shit. You don't need the most expensive shit to make good sounding music. Learn how to fucking mix, master, record properly, and you'll get a good fucking song out of it. As long as you know how to make good songs, you get a good song out of it. Just learn how to do that shit. It's so much easier. You don't have to worry about paying other people to do it. You can keep that money in your pocket and fucking use it for shit that actually matters. So, I guess there's a difference between artists, right? You have actual artists that want to make a career out of doing all this, and you have hobbyist artists, which a hobbyist artist is something that I would say is somebody who just makes music for fun, which music should be fun for everybody if you're doing it. If you're just making music to make money, then kind of like fuck you. I don't really care. I don't care if somebody doesn't like that. Like, money is nice, but making music shouldn't be about making money. That's when you get, like, a lot of fake fucking artists that are just, like, riding other people's waves and shit, which I talked about that the last show. But hobbyist artists, you can kind of tell they're good at what they do. A lot of them. I wouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them are good at what they do because they just make music for fun. It's just what they like to do in their free time. And the biggest difference between a hobbyist artist and somebody who's trying to make a career out of it is like they don't have any constraints, right? They're not trying to make a bunch of money. They're just making it because they like it, which is okay because, like I said, it's not about making money. I mean, being an artist as a career would be dope, but it's not all about money. As long as you're having fun doing it, it's great. You get great tracks out of it. You could get great instrumentals out of it. You could end up finding people who make awesome beats that will give you them for free if they do it as just a hobby, just because it's something that they like to do and they would love to hear other people use it. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a hobbyist artist. I mean, essentially that's what I was in high school. Like, I knew that I wanted to make music, but I never thought that I would actually be able to make money off of it. Until I got older and technology started developing a little bit more. I rejected a lot of social media in high school, so I'm a little fucking slow on this shit. I had to, like, relearn it while everybody else has already been doing this shit since, like, fucking 2014, 2013. So sometimes I feel like I'm dumb as shit when it comes to it. But, oh well. So, as, like, a career artist I would put myself on... I'm putting myself on the path to become a career artist. Uploading music and posting it and just hoping to get streams isn't necessarily the best way to start as a career artist. There's a lot of other different stuff that I want to do, hence the podcast, trying to help other artists. As far as my own music goes, I mean, there's a couple different routes that you can go. You can go with like, they have grouped, which is something that I'm going to look into more. I think they have a free version and a paid version now. Because it's all about content now, right? Like, everybody wants to consume something. So if you're an artist, you have to make a bunch of different art. Your music isn't the only thing. Your music is the end goal. That's what you want to get these people to listen to and enjoy, is your music at the end of the day. But the only way to do that is to continue doing other content. Essentially, it's kind of what it boils down to if you want to do it organically, like, and not have to pay for anything. I do think that ads are probably still a good strategy. I wouldn't say ads in the US are a good strategy. How do I feel about marketing our music? Especially without teams. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate marketing. I know there was like a video that I watched the other day where there was a dude who said exactly the same thing that I said, and he was like, but now I love marketing. It's pretty much my job. And I'm like, I don't fucking understand marketing. I'm not going to lie to you. I have no idea how to do that shit. I mean, I get the gist of it. I kind of understand it. I enjoy putting my music out in front of people to get them to listen to the music, and hopefully that, you know, they like it. If not, oh well, fuck it, I don't care. I've said it before, I make music for myself. I don't make music for other people. So marketing music, I guess it can be fun. I would like to get better at it so that way I could probably enjoy it. I mean, I like learning about it because I feel like it makes me kind of understand like why I see the things that I see. And this is another thing. Like another thing would be independent artist marketing versus like industry artist marketing. Dude, labels have all the money in the world. There's like 4 main fucking labels, right? So they have all this money that they can push stuff to you and make you think that you like it because they're spending so much fucking money putting it in front of you. Like there's like something I say all the time. Like if Drake didn't have a label behind him, would as many people listen to him now as what he has? Probably not. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of artists like that if they didn't actually have a label behind them pushing their music, that they wouldn't be as big as they are. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like Drake's music. And that's not me being a hater. Like I think that there's way better independent artists that are making better music. Like way better music that has like a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of substance rather than just like whatever, just making music to get paid. So marketing, I mean, sometimes I enjoy it, sometimes I don't. Yeah, you're right, I'm a hater. I hate Drake because he's so great. Just kidding. I hate his fucking ghostwriter. Fucking. I hate his ghostwriter because I can't fucking write as good as his ghostwriter. Fuck Drake's ghostwriter. Oh, dude, don't even get me started on fucking. Don't even get me started on pop culture. Like, I fucking hate pop culture. I think pop culture killed music, especially with all this, like, Swifty fucking shit, bro. Like, that shit's fucking trash. And that's like I said something before to somebody. I was like, dude, she started off as, like, pop country, and now she's, like, pop. She, like, completely switched. And they were like, no, but that's not, you know, that wasn't her choice. And, you know, that was the label telling her to do that. And I'm like, bro, like, she's not really, like, she was never really a country artist, bro. She said that she was. And I'm like, I didn't fucking hear it. I mean, granted, that comes, like, I don't like country music to begin with. But if we got started on that, that's like Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan's not country. That's some fucking bedazzled t-shirt wearing fucking bullshit. Blake Shelton, that's not fucking country. Like, if you want to hear actual, like, good country music, I would say Colter Wall, Tyler Childers, and, like, Cody Jinks. Those would probably be the top 3 for me. I mean, I know Tyler Childers is a little bit more like bluegrass, but if we had to, like, throw it just in the realm of country, like, those are the top 3. Which I don't even like country. Like, I can't fucking stand that shit. There's, like, it's so weird being in a place that's, like, so close. No, I don't like country music. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'll listen to Colter Wall, I'll listen to Cody Jinks, and I'll listen to Tyler Childers. But, like, other than that, like, most of the shit that's out there, I don't believe it's real country music. I really don't. Like, this is music that can get pushed to fucking girls who have never even seen a hayfield in their life. Like, they live in the fucking concrete jungle, and they're like, ah, country music. And I'm like, no, it's not fucking country music, bro. Sauce, man, that's funny as shit. Yeah, no, I live in a place where fucking, like, there's nothing but fucking hayfields and shit, bro. And I fucking hate that shit. I really do. And I'll probably get a lot of backlash for like saying this, but I fucking can't stand people who have like a super thick country accent. It sounds like they're fucking baling hay in their mouth, and I'm like, dude, like just can you talk normal? Like what is this? And I know like some people can't help it, so like I'm not talking shit. I fucking can't stand it. It's not my favorite thing in the world. What's up? What's up, Mandy? I feel like I got way off topic. Now I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh, music marketing. I think marketing can work. I think running ads can work. I don't think that you have to deal with like the constraints of society being like, hey, you need to what the fuck, like you need to make TikToks is the best thing right now. It's the best way to grow. I know artists that have millions of fucking plays on TikTok, millions of plays. Their Spotify's fucking empty. Like all their streaming services are empty, even though they have millions of plays on TikTok. So you tell me how that works. Trying to get your shit to go viral on TikTok is like playing the lottery to me. Honestly, like I mean, I know there's some people who do good at it, and there's some people who like, you know, they like doing that shit. But there's stuff like I don't know. I'm not a big fan of making content, right? Like I'm not a content creator. I'm an artist. That's what I like to do. I like to make music. I'm good at making music. You can ask Leaf. I was like dead ass tired. Eyes getting ready to shut last night, and was over at the house like and fucking wrote a verse to a song in like no time. How am I tonight? I'm honestly super tired, even though I took like a 2-hour nap today. Yeah, no, I think that ads can still work if you do them right. I wouldn't if I was an independent artist and I'm in the US, right, which I am. I don't think I would ever make an ad scheme or like an ad to throw dude, that fucking verse was fire. I wouldn't make an ad to push to the US. If I really wanted to blow up, and you've seen this like with like Russ did it. Yo, what's up, Hendrix? If you do ads, push them to other countries for real. Push ads to other countries. Most of the streams that I have on Spotify, I'm almost 100% sure are from overseas. I can't exactly remember because I don't really check that shit out that much. The last time that I checked, though, I think I had like over 140 like 140 monthlies in Indonesia. Side note, you want to run ads to Indonesia? I think it costs like 0.001 or 0.003 cents to run an ad in Indonesia. Yeah, that's dope. I try to do that a lot. Like, if there's an artist that I actually like, I try to listen to him. Because I said this in my buddy Savvy's podcast the other night. Shout out Straight Savvy. If you guys ever want to watch his podcast. I'm pretty sure it's only on Facebook right now. But he's got a lot of dope shit. Like, that's how I kind of figured out how to not listen to certain artists that were, let's just say, not good people. I don't really know what I can say on YouTube yet. So, there's a lot of people that I stopped listening to like that. I'm glad you're in here, Hendrix. I was supposed to have Mike B on. He hasn't hit me back, though, so if you want a link and you want to hop on and talk about shit, you're more than welcome. Just let me know. But yeah, I mean, for real, I won't say not to make content for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Reel, like shorts, all that type of stuff. I won't say not to, because it's a good idea. I mean, shorts are the quickest way to get out there right now. Like, short form content is what everybody's watching. Hence why, this stream is in a certain spot. It makes sense. So marketing wise, I would definitely say, keep on making reels, keep on making shorts, keep on doing all that stuff, just to make sure that you have people who are able to watch it for free and they don't feel like you're pushing something on them. And if you do make an ad campaign to push out to other people, make sure it's not like, hey, go check out my new song, it's out now, links here. Don't fucking do that shit. Nobody wants to see that. I 100% will fucking skip your ad if I see that shit. Like, every single time I will skip your fucking ad, because nobody wants to be sold to, right? They feel like you're selling them something. You have to make them think that they found this shit on their own. And there's not a lot of people that are telling you that. I think the only other person that I've heard say that shit's like Nick D. People want to think that they found something cool. So if you can make it look like they just stumbled upon your music, they're going to be more likely to listen to it. I mean, that's how I feel about it. Even being an artist, like, and seeing somebody they might be having like their song in the background of an ad, but if they tell me to go listen to it, I'm like, it's a good song, but I'm not going to listen to it. Which might sound fucked up, but like, I don't want to be sold to. I want to feel like I found the fucking music, which is how everybody else who consumes music thinks about it. Leaf, get the fuck off my YouTube. Go back to your mod. God damn it. I'm gonna take that wrench, boy. I got a couple other notes that I want to go through. That one kind of just came out just because he asked me the question about marketing. I love how you're promoting your own stuff off of I'm changing the password. So, no, I'm gonna save that one for the last one, because that would be me talking about myself a little bit. Live performances. Let's dive into live performances a little bit. If you think that you shouldn't do live performances, you are wrong. Very, very wrong. Live performances actually help. The first live performance that I did, I guess it was like 2 weeks ago or something, I ended up having like so much good shit happen after that. I've been invited onto a couple other podcasts where they help out independent artists. That podcast has helped me get like a bunch of followers, and like that's just on Facebook. Like, I think I went up over 100 followers in like a week just from Straight Savvy's podcast helping me out. The artists that I met that want to make music with me are helping me out. And, like, we're actually doing shit together. We're putting some cool shit together, so that'll be coming out soon. But if you don't put yourself out there and you don't go do your live performances, like, I don't know. I was hesitant on it before until I actually did it. Once I did it, I saw how much that actually helped. Honestly. And I didn't have a bad time doing it. I don't know how I actually feel about doing live performances, but I will do them again. I don't want to necessarily say like I love performing live. It is a good thing to do. It's a good experience to get. Not everybody's able to get out there and get on a stage, right? So if you make music and you want to get on a stage, hop in, get on that stage and show people what you got. I guarantee you get more love than what you think. Even if you're struggling to get streams and stuff across any platform where you have your music out, I guarantee you that people are going to start listening to you if you do a live performance. It takes a lot of practice too. Don't get me wrong. Like me and Leaf did the I think it was both of our first performances together. Our set was together, and like we practiced for like 2 months straight. So definitely take advantage of that if you have anybody who's doing local shows around you. If they're expensive as fuck, dude, I don't know. I've heard a lot of different shit. When I was talking to the guys at ASA, Artist Supporting Artists, the guys who put me on to doing shows and stuff, when I was talking to them, they said that there are some people who are charging like, is it like $300 a fucking song or some shit? I don't recommend that. I don't think it would be great. I would find people who are cheap and are actually willing to help out independent artists. I think they even said that there were some people who were charging like $900 for a 15-minute set. That's fucking crazy, dude. What the fuck? Don't do that. You would have better luck doing a fucking YouTube live and fucking doing your performances on YouTube live than you would be to spend $900 on a 15-minute set. So don't do that. I will shout out Artist Supporting Artists. They are on the East Coast where I'm at. There's a lot of stuff out in PA that they do. I'm not sure how far down they go down the East Coast. I'm not sure how far up they go up the East Coast. But I think they're like $50 slots most of the time. I don't ever think that they're anything over 100 because they actually care about artists. And they're doing this to help support other artists. So, hence the name. So shout out Matt Gardner for putting that on. Super cool dude. He makes a lot of good music too. So if you like Grace, I know you said you like country. He does like a lot of country stuff. He does some country rap stuff. He does R&B. Like he does a whole lot of shit. You'd probably like him. I would definitely check him out. Damn, Mandy, you are always cooking Leaf, bro. Always. She turned him into the burn ends in the last one. It was crazy. Tips that I have for preparing for lives too. Get yourself like a little karaoke machine or something with like a Bluetooth mic or some shit, and just get used to doing the songs that you're doing. If you need to practice them with the lyrics first until you have the lyrics 100% down, definitely do that. But at some point you're gonna have to do it without the lyrics and make sure you're on point. So if you do a lot of ad-libs in your shit, then it will definitely help, because you'll definitely know like if you're on time, if you're hitting all the key points that you need to hit. And you just have to keep doing that shit. You need to take like a whole night on the weekend or something and just practice that shit. Take a whole night on the weekend, practice when you're on the car on the way to work, practice when you're on the way home. Do pretty much anything that you can to make sure that you're memorizing this shit. Don't overdo it. That's why I said pick a day on the weekend to practice that shit, because you can't overdo it and learn your song so well that you'll still blank when you go to perform it live. You gotta have like just the right amount of in between of practice to make all that stuff work. Mandy, do it again. I want to see it. Collaborations as an independent artist is something that you should definitely take advantage of as well. I think collaborations are a very big thing that you can tap into if you have other artists that want to do songs with you. Even if you don't think that their music is great, even if you think that you're better than them, well, fuck you, guy. Stop having an ego. I know a lot of artists have like super big egos. Stop doing that shit. That shit is fucking annoying. Nobody wants to work with somebody like that. Because if you do collaborations, you can tap into other people's market, right? So if this guy over here that you don't think is that good, but has like, let's say he's got 200 monthlies, like it's all organic shit, right? He's not paying for bots. He's actually got a fan base. And yours is smaller than that. He wants to do a song with you. Take advantage of that shit, dude. Do the song with him. Do the song with him. I guarantee you, at least I want to say at least 20% of his fan base is probably gonna like the shit that you're doing, because if that guy asks you to do a song with him, he likes what you're doing. And music is just a reflection of ourselves. So that is definitely something that I would take advantage of. You guys are seeing me look goofy as shit for a second too, because this light is hurting my eyes. So blue light glasses are going on. Look at that. What a fucking nerd. Dude, Leaf, they're roasting you in these comments, bro. This is hilarious. Yeah, but I mean, collaborations will also help you too, because you might end up collabing with somebody that you didn't think that you wanted to be a part of that genre, but you might have found something that you like to do. And the same goes with, you know, getting other people on your songs. If you find somebody that you like and you want them on your track, hit them up, see if they'll do a collaboration with you. You never know, their fan base could tap into yours. Like, you could end up getting even more fans if you actually work with another artist and stop being a dick and like thinking that your music's the best, because it's not. And I say this all the time. I don't think that I make the best music. I make what I like. I'm not making music for other people. So if you like my music, thank you. I appreciate you for supporting me. If you don't like my music, fuck off. I don't care. I like it. I wanted to listen to it because I got tired of listening to all the fucking bullshit from, industry. Fuck industry music. I can't stand it. I guarantee you, if you just take a day and go through independent artists that don't have a label backing them, you will find music that you actually enjoy listening to 100% of the time. Manny, I appreciate your comment about the glasses. I think the glare is goofy as fuck, though. I would love for Bully to hop on here. Bully, are you still in here? Or Leaf, you wanna hop in? Nah, you're doing your mod thing. You aren't gonna hop in the live with me. All right, hold on. I'm gonna send Bully this link just to send it to him, so that way if he wants to hop in, then he'll be in here. Oh, that's why Mike hasn't jumped in here yet. It still says that this fucking thing is sending. That's annoying. There we go. So Mike B might hop in here now that this shit actually finally sent. Man, if you hack the accounts, just please don't hack my YouTube. I would appreciate that. Damn. Leaf going for the throat. You motherfuckers in the comments are funny as shit. If you're not an independent artist, what is something that you would like to ask independent artists? Like if you could ask questions to an independent artist, what would your questions be? I'm hoping that you guys give me some serious questions. I feel like half the people that are in here aren't even in here to watch the podcast. They're actually in here just to roast each other. And teach. I don't understand. Okay, do a little bit of elaboration. What do you mean? Like just a little bit more. Because teach me your ways is a very broad spectrum. So we could be talking about a lot of shit. Like, are we like talking like production, being comfortable with your voice, how to get music out there, like dude, I love how you knew exactly what I was laughing at too. That's hilarious. I saw that shit and I was just fucking geeked, bro. Sauce man, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you're starting at? How the fuck do you get your music out to people? Okay, so this is a great question, right? I'm assuming that you probably don't have distribution. So the first thing that you would want to start to do is get a distributor. So like I use DistroKid, Leaf uses Distro. It's pretty good. I mean, honestly, like if you just plan on making music alone without other people, I would definitely just do their cheap version. I think it might be like $20 for the year, $30 for the year, and it will post it everywhere you want it to post to. It's like if you go on my actual page. God fucking damn it, dude! This fucking chat, bro. Can't even fucking get through this shit. God damn it, big man, fucking big man. No, but DistroKid's a great way to get your stuff out there, to be honest. Distro makes it super easy. If you go on like my YouTube, you'll see all my releases on there. All those releases are on Spotify. All those releases are shit.
Bluetooth waiting for connection.
Yo, what's up, Mike B? Oh, kicked him out. Yo, what's up, Mike?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Can't hear anything you're saying.
Give me 1 second. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah? No?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
Damn.
Nothing. I don't get it. Let me leave and try and come back.
This is gonna be annoying. We had audio issues before, so I have a feeling that this is this probably isn't gonna fucking work. Turn up the mic. I can't turn up the mic anymore. It's gonna fucking clip. Damn, bro. This whole fucking Streamlabs thing really fucked up everything, to be honest. Because if he can't hear me, it's gonna fucking piss me off. Can you hear me now?
I hear nothing.
Motherfucker.
I don't know, man. I don't. Like, I can see your lips moving.
I'm happy you know what I'm saying.
I'm not a good lip reader.
Fuck.
I don't understand.
I don't think that the audio shit got fixed, so I think it's just picking up through my fucking computer. I don't think it's actually picking up through Streamlabs, so it's kind of pissing me off. Damn, well that sucks. We're gonna have to fix that for next time because I really wanted Mike to fucking come on here. Oh.
Yeah, because I could hear you when I hopped on the live and I was watching you, but I can't hear you while I'm on the live. You know what I mean? It's okay. I gotta head out of here in a minute anyway.
I'll get it straightened out for next time, and then that way it'll be a little bit better. We can actually fucking do this shit. My bad, bro. Alright, anyway, back to it, Grace. In order to get your music out there, go to DistroKid. Get your distribution out. Distribution out. Once you get your distribution up, it will post everywhere for you. Anywhere where you can listen to music. If you like making fucking TikToks, your music will be on TikToks. You can fucking have sounds on there. You'll have sounds on Snapchat. Like, pretty much anywhere you can think of. Instagram, your sounds will be on there. That's the easiest way that I can say to get your music out. In order to get people to listen to your music, this is something that... So Leaf's doing it a little bit better than I am, right? Because he does all this other extra YouTube stuff. I'm not necessarily into making a bunch of different videos. I like to keep everything music consistent. Excuse me. I like to keep everything music consistent. That's just me. So I know Leaf's streams on YouTube at least look a lot better than mine. I know that he's posting a lot more music stuff on there now because I know he started off a little bit different than like kind of how I'm starting off. But yeah, I mean that's really what we're in the middle of right now is actually figuring out how to get music out to people, right? Like we know how to get the music out to people. The problem is capturing the people's attention in order to getting them to want to listen to it. Now, if you just do a lot of instrumentals, you do a lot of beats and stuff, it'll probably be a lot easier for you. You'll probably be able to have a bigger market, especially on YouTube, because people are looking for free beats. Yeah, so definitely check into it if you want. I think Lee's working on putting up a Discord for us or something, or maybe Discord or Reddit or something. So if you ever like want to dive deep into it, once that's up and going, we can get you in the Discord and we can actually talk a little bit more about it. As in like putting beats up for free for profit, because the thing about doing free for profit is if you get your watch time up on YouTube and you get your what is it, like your subscribers and shit, you get, if once you get all that up, you can get monetized, right? So even though you're not directly getting paid for all of that like stuff that people are using, you'll have income once you monetize because people are watching it. You can also do BeatStars. BeatStars is a little bit easier to set up. And you can also sell beats on BeatStar. And the easiest way to share that shit is like fucking, I don't know, like share it to Twitter, share it to Instagram, do all that stuff. Y'all are fucking goofy, dude. That was probably the funniest comment that I've seen. God, this is great. Sauce Man, so that goes for you too. If you're just starting out, like, honestly, you guys could probably get a little bit of help from my last live too. It should still be up. I think I dove into like getting your music out there a little bit more than I did in this one. Bro, right? Like, the fuck did she just say? No, I mean, getting your music in front of people is definitely difficult. I wouldn't say that it's extremely difficult because we live in the day of social media. What goes for you? What you were talking about earlier? Because you said that you were like starting in the same spot that Grace was with, I guess, music or something. I think that's what you said. And it's okay. It'll be alright. Forget that I said anything. It's okay. I'm just the guy on the screen. I'm just here to fucking honestly be entertained by the chat at this point. Leaf, is there anything else that you think that I should touch on? Because if not, then I'm just gonna dive into like some other shit, like personal shit about me as like an independent. Mike tried to hop on earlier. It's not working, so me and fucking Leaf are gonna have to get that shit figured out before I can invite people back to the stream. Mandy, you're pretty entertaining. It's funny. I'm gonna have to make a live stream just for Mandy to come into. It's not even gonna be about fucking like independent shit. It's just gonna be a place where she can terrorize chat. Facts. Independent artists can't get canceled. I'm not a fan of Tom McDonald, but look at Tom McDonald. Can't fucking cancel him. Alright, so Leaf sent me some questions earlier. I'm going to read these questions out loud, and then I'm just going to answer them. So this portion of the show is pretty much just going to be my take, I guess, from being an independent artist. Honestly, like some of the other stuff is kind of just to help people who don't really know how to do certain shit or feel like they might be the only ones that are having that issue when they're not. The other thing is, like, if you're an independent artist, we need your art. Make that shit. Don't be afraid to put it out. Don't get too caught up. Don't quit. Don't do any of that. That's dumb. We need your art. There's way too many people making way too much bullshit, and without having a label behind you, you can do whatever you want. So make your art. We need to hear that shit, because who knows? You could end up popping off. You could have a label offer you a fucking 360 deal too, and then you can tell them to fucking shove that shit up their ass and do it yourself. So, being an independent artist isn't necessarily the easiest thing, right? Most of us have regular jobs that we go to every day, so we're battling and struggling to figure out how to make the time to do all of this. Sometimes it works out in our favor, sometimes it doesn't. There was a point in time when I was releasing a song a week. I think I did it for about 2 months straight, and then, you know, real life kind of took back over. My job picked up more, and I didn't have as much free time. So it kind of killed me a little bit. It hurt, especially because I think I had like 102 followers on Spotify, which, like, getting Spotify followers is harder than getting any other follower, to be honest. I ended up losing half of them because I couldn't post as frequent, which sucks. So we live in a day and age where you kind of need to post all the time. If you're not able to post all the time, you're taking a chance of losing, you know, your listeners, which isn't necessarily a great thing to take. Being an independent, you need to keep all your listeners as much as possible. So juggling your regular life, juggling your music life is definitely something that you have to figure out. It's always going to be a constant struggle. If you want it, you'll do it, though. I mean, there's times where I've been up till 1 o'clock in the morning trying to figure everything out, right? Still sitting there making a beat or something, have my headphones on so I don't wake anybody up. Doing whatever. I mean, now that I have my own house, like, I don't really wear the headphones as much. But before I had that, I would sit there, headphones on, 1 o'clock in the morning, got to be up by 7. Didn't care, right? I was trying to get my shit out there. I believed in it enough to where I was like, I will lose sleep over this, and I still do. Hence why I started doing the lives, too. I started doing the lives to help other people because I believe what I'm doing. I believe that there are people who definitely want help, and I feel like there's people who aren't giving it the right way. So I'm juggling, figuring out how to do it better, because I really believe in an independent artist. I don't really believe in industry stuff. I don't believe in music plants. I believe that you can do all of your distribution, all of your promotion. I believe you can do it all by yourself. Granted, doing it by yourself is hard as fuck. Leaf heard me talk about that shit yesterday. Like, I was in the shit over it. Like, it's hard, and it stops being fun after a while. Not as in making the music, but everything else that goes with it, because you're trying to make money. You're trying to get stuff out there. So all in all, like, you'll probably end up needing to find a team, but I guarantee you, if you find a team, it's going to be a lot cheaper than that record label that wants to take 70%. Who the fuck is fighting over me? Please don't fight over me. That makes me feel fucking weird. Oh, you used to be a little baseball player? Try lacrosse, bro. I'm just messing with you. That's hilarious. That was funny. So, another thing that Leaf asked me was, like, my opinion on the music scene, right? I think that the music scene has gotten crazy, right? I feel like we went through a period of time where music was garbage, like trash. Great. I also did marching band too. I also marched in the army, so that was fun. I feel your pain. No, but I feel like the music scene went through a period where it was dog shit. I didn't want to listen to it anymore. The only stuff that I really listened to was metal, like metalcore, death metal, stuff like that, because I thought that all the other music was trash. I think that period ended up being, it was like 2012 to 2017. I feel like we had a really shitty time with music then. And I mean, even into the early 2020s, right? Like, I feel like we just had some dog shit music. I feel like it started to change a little bit. We definitely have better music now. Like, I feel like there's more stuff that, I feel like there's more people that have just taken all of this time and really immersed themselves in music and just started putting out great stuff. Like, I mean, you have Russ. Russ popped off in, like, what, 2019, 2020, like, around the TikTok COVID era. Appreciate it. It was cut short, so it sucked, but I appreciate that. Who else? Like, you got Sleep Token. Sleep Token's crazy. Sleep Token's got that, like, pop rock shit going on. Like, they just figured out how to blend really well. Metal wise, like, you got Lorna. Lorna's fucking crazy. Job Before Cowboy came back after like 13 years. That was dope. Knocked Loose is fucking killing it. As far as like rap goes, I would say like the independents that I listen to that are like just killing this shit right. Not even, I mean, I guess Juicy J is still technically considered an independent, even though he's got his own like label and shit. But Juicy J's killing the shit like still, which is crazy. He just had Mental Trillness Part 2 drop. The shit's dope. The shit's fucking dope. Another independent artist that I work with, Mike B, bro. Like, y'all check out Mike B. Mike B's killing that shit. Matt Gardner's killing that shit. DBL's killing that shit. Fucking Bloodleaf's killing that shit. My music's trash. Don't listen to it. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Who the fuck else, man? Poppy the Heartbreak Kid. Poppy the Heartbreak Kid's killing it. That dude's dope. There's other ones that I have that I can't remember off the top of my head that it's like in the rap scene. In like the rap and R&B scene too, you got Queen Herbie. Queen Herbie's fucking dope. I don't listen to all of her music because like she's like super into like woman empowerment and I'm not a chick, so I can't really relate. I will say that she has a great voice though. I will say that she's really talented, for real. Dude, Sauce Man, when you hashtag that, I'm not taking the time to try and fucking read that shit. Like, I turn retarded when I see all those words without fucking spaces between them. Actually, I'm gonna scroll through my Spotify right now and find some independent artists that I think that you guys should definitely check out because I think they're dope as shit. Because this podcast is for the independents, right? Gotta shout them out. Even if these independents are killing it, right, and they already have like millions of fucking streams, I will shout them out 100% because they're independent artists. Obviously, I already said Russ. Russ is a big one that everybody probably knows. I think Call Me Stevie Ray. I'm pretty sure he is an independent, if I'm not wrong. I feel like I'm probably gonna end up being wrong on some of these. Jake Hill's dope. Josh A's dope. That cry for help is go take some fucking Advil or some aspirin and get the fuck over it. That's my cry for help to you. Xavier Wolf, I think Xavier Wolf was an independent or still is an independent. He's dope as shit. He's been doing a lot of shit with Juicy J. Mandy, you'll probably like this guy's name, considering what you were commenting earlier. Crispy D. Crispy D's a dope fucking one. That's all I really feel like fucking scrolling through right now. So much fucking music through here, it's retarded. This shit's crazy. Oh, Young Dolph was killing that shit too before he passed away. Rest in peace, Dolph. Like, Dolph was crazy about it. So if you guys haven't listened to Dolph, go listen to this shit. It is some trap shit. I'm not gonna listen. It is real fucking trap shit. Like, but definitely check him out. He's dope as shit. Key Glock is cool too. Bro, I'm sorry. Like, I know, like, you might hurt, bro, but like, I played baseball. I was an all around player. Like, I played everything. Like, I honestly can't say that fucking baseball was harder than lacrosse. Like, I've seen fucking kids' arms get broken in fucking lacrosse. I've seen fucking bones get broken. I've seen fucking people almost lose their fucking voice from getting hit in the throat with a fucking ball flying 90 miles an hour. Like, I can't. Sorry, bro. Like, it sucks, but oh well. Marching band was falling asleep on the bus, bro, and then waking up but not actually being awake when you got off of it. I also fucking hated. I honestly I hated marching band. Like, even though I was in drumline, I don't know how like your guys' drumline was. I don't know if your school wasn't as like shitty as mine, but like the people that I had to deal with made me not want to fucking do music anymore at all, just because of the amount of shit that they talked. Like, I've never thought that my music is good just because of the shit that I endured, like, through the people with marching band. Like, it was super abusive in like my drum line until a lot of like the older guys graduated. It was ass. So like when me and Leaf did that show and I actually had people that were appreciating what I was doing on stage, it made me feel a lot better, because it was like, outside of family and like people that like I grew up around, to see people that I have never met before actually enjoy my music was fucking awesome. Yes, I was in drumline. I played snare for like my first 2 years, and then I did tenor for my last year, and then the fucking band director pretty much forced me out because I had to work during the summer. And then he was like, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna." He was like, "You're a leader, but I'm not gonna make you a captain this year. But I need you to run bass line." It's like, I'm not a fucking bass player, bro. Like, the fuck you talking about? I'm not fucking playing bass for you. Eat a dick. So like, if you ever see this, the fuck is your name, Mr. Lombardo? Fuck you, by the way. I'm making money off of music, not being a fucking dorky ass band teacher. You fucking nerd. Dude, I wish I had that. I'm happy that you I'm happy that you had that. I had a like my last band director, the one that I pretty much said that like he can go fuck himself. I think he was like a couple years older than all of us. He was like 23. Like fucking graduated out of fucking college early as shit. He was like 22 or 23 or some shit. Like he was 22, I think. Like he was just able to drink because I fucking saw his license one day. He would never tell anybody how old he was, and then he would like try and tell us shit. I'm like, bro, you literally just started living life, bro. Like I don't want advice from you. I'm like, you're a fucking bully. Like, and you're a teacher. That's fucking awful. Yo, keep rocking the tenors for real. Tenors are dope. Tenors kind of got killed for me because the mentor that I had before, like I was saying before, it kind of took the fun out of it for me. But if I could get a set of tenors to play at home, I'd definitely do it. I hope I didn't make Sauce Man mad by saying like I don't think baseball's that hard because he hasn't commented anything. I didn't mean to be mean, but like I've played harder sports. I've done a lot harder shit than playing baseball for real. I've worked on trucks that have fucking made me more sore than fucking catching a full fucking game of baseball, to be honest. Dude, I mean, you can stalk him on SoundCloud, but why don't you just stalk me on all my platforms and listen to my shit, bro? I make some heat. If you send the link to Leaf, I don't know if you're able to talk to him outside of this. If you send the link to Leaf, I'll get him to send it to me and I'll check it out. I'll let you know what I think. So let me go back in here and answer a couple more questions that he had. Can you describe your creative process from concept to completion? That one is a really hard one for me. Describing my creative process, like I'm probably not like I'm not diagnosed ADHD, but I always have to be doing like multiple things at one time. So like my creation process is kind of all over the place. But typically if I can keep my attention on something, I like to start off by making new beats, or I'll make a rack of beats and just have them like pre-saved just so I can go in there and make something. And honestly, it just depends on the mood of the beat, right? It depends on what comes in and what comes out, I guess you could say. Like when I hear a beat, whatever goes through my mind, like I kind of just put it down on paper. So it really depends. I could end up making a sad song that like I wasn't trying to write. I could end up making something that's like kind of clubbish. It just depends, because most of the time I don't really have a set process of what I want to write. Like I'm not sitting there and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna write about this, I'm gonna write about that. It's typically I end up just writing, and whatever comes out comes out. Like I just kind of write about it. Now I will say I typically will write 2 beats. I don't like to write songs that don't have a beat to it unless it's something that I think is really good that's in my head that I just need to get out. So most of the time I'll write to a beat to really have that feeling from that beat while I'm writing. I'll make sure everything's good. I'll go through, I'll revise whatever I'm working on. And typically, I'll be completely honest. Typically, I write most of my songs in like 10 minutes. Most of my lyrics are down on paper in 10 minutes, and then I might have to go through and revise. So completion of actually doing lyrics probably takes me about 15 minutes altogether, maybe sometimes. Sometimes I'll have a complete song with hook in like 2 or 3 verses in like 10 minutes. It really just depends. After that, I'll get on the mic. I'll lay it down. Sometimes I can get it in one try. Other times, it might take me a couple tries to make sure that I'm hitting all the key points that I want right, and I'm adding the right influxes where I want them to actually make it work. And then after that, it's just nitty gritty. It's making sure the mix is perfect, making sure that vocals are EQ'd correctly, adding compression if I feel like it needs compression. Literally just all the griminess afterward, and then that's when I'll say it's a completed song. I usually have to add limiters to everything just to make sure that I'm getting the sound that I want out of it, to make it sound like it's industry quality sound levels, to where you can hear everything right, nothing's clipping. But doing a full song is pretty easy. Most of the time, it's not going to take me more than an hour or two to make a song, depending on what it is. I know With Myself probably took a little bit longer. With Myself was probably about a 5-hour song. Me and Leaf's song, Say Less, that was an 18-hour song. We were in the studio for 18 hours. I fucking timed it. It was 18 hours of me and him grinding out in the studio to make what I think could be a perfect fucking club song, a perfect smoke song, like whatever you want to call it. It was wild. SP's got issues too. Don't we all have fucking issues, bro? You can listen to my music and tell that I got issues, bro. I didn't even read I stopped reading the comments when I'm answering these questions so I don't fucking get off track. Yeah, do it. Stock all my music stuff. All my music stuff. Don't stock anything else, just the music stuff. ADHD game for sure. Damn, Grace, don't leave. That's crazy. Bro, I'm fucking Sauce Man, you're ridiculous, bro. He said I came to support him and the man he got here. I pretty much just go until whenever I'm done talking. Like if you want to dip out, bro, you're good, because I'll probably be on here for like another 30 minutes. Do I got mommy or daddy issues? I don't really know how to answer that. I think I got living life issues, bro. I didn't fucking ask to be here. Dude, Mandy's the fucking figment of my imaginations of like all my fucking problems coming out into a fucking chat. Like I'm secretly actually typing this shit and don't realize it. I have a feeling of what you're saying by the hub, and I don't have one of those, but if you want to stock it, I'll make one so you can watch them. It's going to be subscription, though, so you're going to have to pay for it. Grace, are you saying relatable to me saying I didn't ask to be here? Yeah, I didn't fucking ask for this shit. Them motherfuckers should have taken my ass to the fucking clinic, bro. Yeah, bro, I shave my head. That shit's bright as fuck. My face is the only thing that gets tan because I work outside and I wear hats all day. That's funny as shit. Bro, facts. Question number 3 that I got was, how do you stay motivated and inspired while working independently? That is a that's a hard question to answer, because there's been a lot of times where I'm like, fuck this shit. Not as in like quit, but like fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna worry about trying to get my music in front of people, because it's just been like fucking ridiculous. Um, I mean, I guess saying like keeping yourself motivated doing this as like an independent artist is difficult. I would say make sure that you have the right people around you, make sure that you have the right team, and make sure that the people that are around you are supporting you for the right reasons. If you have people that are around you supporting you because they want to try and make money off of your art, fuck them. Or they think that they're going to attain something by being friends with you because of what you're doing. It really comes down to watching your surroundings and watching the people around you, right? Because you don't want to have those people who are coming in that are snakes. You don't want snakes around you. Not only do they not help you, but it will fuck up what you have going on, and that is like the main thing that you don't want. So yeah, keep the right people around you to help you stay motivated. Those people will let you know if your shit's good or not, right? Because like, my thing is, I don't surround myself by yes men. I don't want somebody, like, if I'm doing something that they think is stupid, that they think's wrong, or I'm doing shit that, or I'm not doing the shit that I should be doing, I don't want them to be like, yeah, bro, like, you're doing this right. No, dude, fuck that. I need you to tell me, like, hey, stupid, you need to fucking do this. You're not doing this. Do it. Yo, that shit doesn't sound that good. Fucking redo it. Try it again. That's what I look for. Because those people are real. Those people are gonna help you because they want to see you do the right. They want to see you succeed more than they want to see themselves. Or I don't want to say more than they want to see themselves succeed, but they want to see you succeed just as much as you want to see yourself succeed. There we go. That was the right way to say that. So motivation, there's definitely times where it's like high and low. I mean, honestly, like, what motivates me more is when I put out a track that is just fucking dope from the beginning. That is one of the best ways for me to stay motivated. Facts. That's facts, Leave. It gets hard, don't get me wrong. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, sometimes it's like, god damn, man, like, am I really doing the right thing, or do I need to be doing something else? You know, it's one of those things where you have to find balance in between all the stuff that you're doing to actually stay motivated to do stuff right. I don't really know what we're talking about in chat right now. I'm not keeping up. I'm answering these questions. Music production, I kind of already talked about music production. What challenges have you faced as an independent artist, and how have you overcome them? The biggest challenge was when I first started, I couldn't make beats to fucking spit to. I couldn't make a fucking beat to make a song to in my life. It was just like some random ass fucking beat. So I learned how to do that. I forced myself to fucking learn how to fucking, like, actually take the time and digest other people's beats to figure out how to make my own. The second thing was mixing and mastering, because I found out that I was mixing and mastering everything wrong, because every time I went to go and listen to something, I was sending it as a fucking MP3 instead of a wave, so I couldn't actually hear what was going on. I learned how to use plugins. I learned how to actually mix shit correctly and get levels right to where, you know, stuff wasn't clipping, it didn't sound like shit. I learned how to make certain sounds sound different. It's all a learning process when you're starting that shit. So if you're having something that you're trying to overcome, it's really just learning. It's trial and error. Like, I've made some dog shit stuff. I mean, you can ask Leaf. Like, there was a lot of shit that I was making at one point in time that was just ass. And now I have people that fucking hit me up that want to buy fucking beat packs and shit. So it's like one of those things that, you kind of, it's just a learning process. You have trial and error. You just have to figure it out. Other challenges, I mean, I've had people, I've had fucking all kinds of shit. I've had people, you know, like, dude, you can't fucking spit. I mean, even when I was playing drums, right? Because I used to play set too. You know, I had people fucking tell me that, like, I sucked, like, I should just stop, I should just give up. And fuck that, bro. I ain't fucking give up. Let me keep on fucking pushing through that shit. So if you're ever doubting yourself and you need to overcome it, like, you just have to look deep down inside you and figure out what you want out of this, because at the end of the day, there's nobody who can make you get over that shit. You're the only person who can make you get over that shit, honestly. Number 5 is, how do you balance your artistic vision with commercial demands or audience expectations? This is actually a great one. I actually really love this question. Don't Miss was the first song that I dropped that I think really showed that I was actually able to do that. I ended up creating a beat that I really enjoyed that actually sounds good, right? It almost sounds like mainstream beats. It's not your typical mainstream beat. I told people about myself in that song. That whole song was kind of an introduction to me, even though I had more songs before that. That was like more of like an emotional introduction to myself, kind of like what goes on in my headspace emotionally. But I was able to make this song sound commercial without losing sight of what I wanted out of the song, if that makes sense. So, like, it technically, I feel like that song was like an industry standard song as far as commerciality goes, but it's also one of those songs to where if you don't know who I am, you can just bop to the fucking song. And I didn't really care, because I wasn't actually looking to excite the audience expectations, right? I was kind of looking to go a little bit above and beyond my expectations, which I feel like I ended up doing really well, because every time I listen to that song, I'm like, holy fuck, like, that's different than what I usually make. That sounds like, it sounds like a little bit closer to mainstream shit, but it's an introduction to me. So I don't really try to find balance with commercial demands or audience expectations. Like I said, I make music for myself, so if I like it, somebody else is bound to like it, right? There's got to be one other person who's going to enjoy something that I'm doing. I don't really ever focus on the audience, and I don't want to say that as in, like, being an asshole toward the listener, because I understand that, you know, I'm making music, something that people would need to be, it has to be easily digested. Like, for example, like, what is his name? Immortal Technique. Like, he has a certain style that is not easily digested. I feel like that's why he wasn't as big as he should have been, because he just made music that really dove deep, that made people uncomfortable. So if you want to keep up with an audience expectation, you just have to make music that is digestible. That doesn't mean that you have to lose your artistic vision by making it digestible. You just have to make it to where mainstream audiences could enjoy it as well. But you don't have to give up your artistic vision with it. What role does social media play in your career, and how do you manage it? I'm horrible at social media. We talked about this earlier. I've tried to do post a story like 3 times a day on Instagram. I can't fucking keep up with it. I don't know what to post. I know there's people who are like, just post what it's like to be about you. And I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking busy. I don't even want to fucking pull out my phone and take the time to fucking do that shit. So I know it's something that I need to get better at. What kind of role does it play? I'm not really sure yet. I don't know how many people like go to my social media and actually convert into like listening to my music, if that makes any sense. Like, so I don't know if it plays a giant role in this right now. I know like technically like these lives are social media, and I enjoy doing it. But like I said, I don't know if the views are actually converting into streams. I haven't seen it yet. I would like to hope that I could do it. Grace, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. It was fun talking to you. Yeah, I mean, I try to manage it a little bit better. I have good ideas sometimes, and then they kind of disappear. So I don't really think that it plays a very big role in my career as much as it should, because I know it could help a lot more. So I definitely need to get better at it, because I know it can play a bigger role. That is 100% for sure. Now, as far as meeting new artists through social media, it plays a pretty big role. A lot of the collabs that I have, a lot of the stuff that I have going on, I've met through social media. So it definitely helps a lot. Yeah, I mean, collab-wise, it's a very big thing for my music career. How do you approach marketing and promotion of your work without a large team or budget? That's easy. I fucking stay up. I don't sleep. I fucking stress every fucking day, and I kind of figure out how I need to do it. It sucks. Marketing is pretty much all organic at this point. I try to use social media to market shit. Like I said, I'm not the best at it, so it kind of sucks sometimes. Not having a large team, I feel like, is a lot better for me, because I am able to work things out that still showcase who I am without having somebody tell me what I need to do to get streams, because I would rather be authentic than have somebody tell me that I need to do a specific thing to get the streams, because I don't want to sell out. I don't want somebody to tell me what I need to do in order to make people listen to my music. I would rather people want to go listen to my music because they enjoy who I am, rather than just trying to get people to listen to it just for the sake of listening to it. I would rather them enjoy me and enjoy my personality before they go listen to my shit, like, honestly. Because that's how you build a real fan base, right? Is actually connecting with people and people being able to see that you're a real person. You're not just a fucking robot putting out music. Also, I haven't figured out if this stream is actually going to Facebook or not, which is kind of weird. If it is, that's going to suck, because this thing's been kind of like fucked up the entire time. So if you're watching on Facebook, my bad. Whoops. Okay. Sauce Man, first of all, it's not white, and it's definitely not drywall. I live in an old ass house, bro. I do not have wallpaper in my bathroom. It is paint. I do have a textured ceiling, though. For sure. But you know what's not above my textured ceiling is my fucking parents, so... yeah. It's a whole bunch of fucking attic with my shit in it. Yeah, exactly, Manny. Connecting with people actually helps. Like, I feel like that's downplayed a lot by a lot of artists, but you actually need to connect with people in order to make them a lifelong fan. Because you can listen to anybody on Apple Music, you can listen to anybody on Spotify, and yeah, bro, it's like if you can't connect with anybody, then it just doesn't work out too well. Can you tell us about a project or a piece that you're particularly proud of and why? I would have to say that With Myself is probably the piece of work that I've done that I'm extremely proud of. The biggest reason for that is because that was really a deep dive into the fucked up place of my head. Like, you know, I know we all deal with problems and shit, but it was really depictive of the internal battles that we struggle with our own selves at the end of the day. And I feel like I was able to put that on a piece of paper and really show what goes on in people's heads. You know, the amount of doubt that we face from ourselves every single day, trying to overcome it, but just essentially telling everybody that you're definitely not okay and that there is shit going on. Really talking to yourself and trying to figure out what your problem is through talking to yourself. So With Myself is probably definitely my best piece of work. It is definitely my favorite track by far. And I mean, like, you can kind of hear it in the hook too, because like if you listen to the hook without listening to any of the verses, you'll kind of think that I'm talking about other people, but as soon as you hear, you know, the verses of me talking about what's going on in my head, you're like, oh, okay. So when he says, you know, I don't give a fuck what you gotta say to me, that is essentially just saying like, hey, I don't give a fuck what you gotta say to me, talking like to the person who lives fucking rent free in my head. So that's definitely my favorite piece of work. If you haven't listened to it and you've been through some fucked up shit, I would definitely go check that shit out. And that's not just me plugging my music, that's me like saying like I hope that I can connect with you and help you work through your own shit. As somebody who creates music and has some issues of their own. How do you handle criticism or feedback on your work? Great, actually, I'm not a fucking egotistical fuck. Like I said, either you like what I'm making or you don't like it. I don't really give a shit. If you give me constructive criticism, I fucking appreciate that more than anything. I would rather have somebody actually break down what they're thinking about of a song that I've put out and let me know what's going on and how I can go about doing them better, rather than somebody just being like, oh bro, you suck, that fucking shit was whack, whatever the fuck anybody has to say. Because if you say that, I'm just not going to pay you any attention. Especially if you commented on social media or some shit, I'm going to tell you, hey, bro, thanks for the free engagement, and make you look like a fucking dickhead. Because at that point, I don't really give a fuck. Especially if it's actually a good song and you say that shit, and there's more people that are giving me good feedback than you, and like you're pretty much just being a fucking hater. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna tell you thanks for the free fucking shit. Because you commenting on that and giving me engagement is just gonna push it through the fucking algorithm more. So you can fuck off. So yeah, constructive criticism motherfucker. Blah, blah, blah. Constructive criticism is definitely my favorite way of going about shit. I guess you could consider that feedback as well. If I get good feedback, like if there are people that are like really liking the shit, I don't really know how to act about getting that kind of feedback because I don't really like attention that much. So getting good feedback, I'm kind of like, yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. I make music. Like I don't really know how to act about it. Yeah, criticism is definitely the only way that you can learn, because that's like that goes into the other thing I said. Like I don't like having a bunch of yes men around me. I'd rather have people telling me that like I need to do this or I'm not doing something that I should be doing, because it's all learning. And a lot of more people will definitely respect you over having some humility and not being an egotistical fuck. Those are the type of artists that I've talked to that have big ass egos, right? I don't make music with them. The conversation kind of turns very quickly as to where, like I talked to somebody. I'm not gonna throw his name out there, but I told him, I was like, you know, I love making music. I just want to make music with everybody. I want to help everybody push their fucking music out. I don't give a fuck about the money. Like I just want to make music, and that's what it is. And as soon as I said that, I saw his face fucking kind of turn a little bit. Like as soon as I saw like said something about not giving a fuck about money, like he just made this weird fucking face, and I was like, oh okay, so that's how this is gonna go. Well, I don't want to make music with you anyhow, because if you're only making music for the money, like I don't care. I don't want that. Damn, y'all down there in the comments being dirty. That's fucking hilarious though. Definitely taken out of context. What resources or tools do you find most valuable in your artistic practice? People. Other people, to be honest. Like, I fucking hate people. I'm not gonna lie. But in an artistic setting, the more people that you have around you, the better. I feel like it makes stuff run more smoothly. You have people who are actually there to help you and giving you good feedback and aren't just talking shit to you while you're doing said artistic practice. So definitely people I would find to be some of the most valuable things in an artistic space. People and good instrumentals. People and good instrumentals. Maybe like a little bit of gin and Sprite and like a fucking nice fat J or something. That might help too. That might be a pretty good resource. But other than that, for sure, good people to have around you. This will probably be my last question, and I'll save the other ones for the next show. How do you manage your time between creating art and handling business, the business side of things? That is a very good question. It's hard. It's hard. Usually I like to take a day out of the week, which is usually like a Sunday or a day during the week when I know that my work schedule is not crazy and I can get home at a good time and actually get shit done. I will take that day out and I will make sure that I'm working on music that I have to get done because that's what all of this is about. So 1 to 2 days a week of really just grinding on music and trying to get good music out rather than, forcing it, because I would rather take time and be like, oh, this isn't going to be a great song. I'm running out of time. I'm getting tired. I don't want to rush this shit. I don't want to just put some dog shit out. I will finish it, if it's a fucking Monday or a Tuesday. I'll get back to it on a day that I know that I have time to get to it. So it could be like Sunday. It could be Saturday. It just depends. As far as business goes, business is every other day, right? The business side of shit is pretty much every other day. Actually, not even every other day. It's every day that I'm not working on fucking music. I'm hopping into other people's podcasts to talk to them and promote music. I'm hopping in podcasts or shows to talk to other people to find... Really, I mean, it helped me because I found people who wanted to buy my beats. I found people who wanted to make collabs together. I found somebody that I can actually connect with on their own show, and we can put on a good show for the people who are watching. Shout out Straight Savvy. That is the main person that I talk to. Dope ass guy. Definitely likes to help artists out. He does it pretty much all for free. He's got some new shit in the works, and I'm wondering what it is because he told me I'm part of that team too. So I'm wondering what he's got going on after this tour that he's getting ready to do. He doesn't make music. I don't actually necessarily know what he does on the side. So that is definitely that's definitely something I'm gonna have to ask him about, because I don't know if he like DJs or what he does. But I know that he told me like he's not an artist. I know he's got a tour coming up. I don't really know what it's for. I've kind of been slacking a little bit keeping up with them, so I don't know. But yeah, music is every day. Or not music, sorry. Business is every day. I'm always trying to find a better way to be business minded about my music. So I mean, I don't really know. I mean, as far as like business side goes, like I'm pretty much just plugging myself everywhere. Like I'm showing people what kind of person that I am and showing them that I actually have a personality and I'm not just some fucking, robot who's just making music all the time. I'm showing them that there's a lot more to me than just music, and hopefully that they will like it after that. But it's something that I think about all the time. Or selling merch, finding better ways to get merch, trying to find cheaper ways to fucking get merch out. Selling beats is like my number one side hustle of the business at this point in time, and I'm not making like a lot of fucking money off beats. Like I said, I like to try and help independent artists, so like I sell my beat packs for $45 because I don't want somebody to go and drop fucking $150 on like maybe a couple beats or some shit when they need that money for something else. Because like I said, most of us are always needing fucking money to pay other bills and working jobs. That's fucking hilarious, bro. I'm not that Caucasian guy.
Oh my word. I can't believe you said that.
Yeah, he says shiver my timbers, matey. Shiver your own damn timbers. Y'all are funny as shit in chat. I actually gotta catch up on this shit because I don't even know what the fuck y'all are talking about. Yeah, Mandy. Speaking like the ideas and perspectives and opinions is definitely a great tool. It's definitely helped me a lot. Mandy, I feel like you're definitely the type of girl that's got daddy issues and you're willing to say it in public. Dude, it was funny. I was gonna say that earlier, but I didn't know if you want me to put your business out there. As soon as she said that shit, I was gonna be like, Leaf don't like that shit because he's a dad. It's okay, Mandy. I don't have any kids. I can't wait for people to come back and watch this fucking live stream and see the end of it of me just fucking talking to chat and it's like nothing about music. Damn, well, I mean, we didn't get it. We didn't have to go fucking all morbid. Fuck, dude. This is supposed to be a place of like happiness and like fucking lifting everybody up. You're over here talking about like, nah, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't bring that shit on the show. I'm just trying to help people get their music out there and do better with fucking music and shit. All right, I'm gonna answer a couple other things that fucking Leaf sent me about music to kind of try and keep it on topic a little bit. Oh, this is actually a really good one. Virtual concerts. Dude, virtual concerts is actually something that I really wanted to get into. I know there's a guy that is on YouTube that does the virtual content or does the virtual concerts. I can't remember what his name is. It was on the tip of my tongue and I lost it. But when he said that shit, I was like, that would actually be pretty dope, right? Because you could watch me do a performance from your home. You don't have to spend fucking $8-10 on a fucking drink. You can fucking drink at home and just watch me do a show at home from the comfort of your fucking living room. So virtual concerts is actually a pretty good thing. I kind of want to hop on it because it's a new thing and there's not a lot of people doing it. So if you're an independent artist and you're afraid to go out in fucking public and do it, bro, get a fucking webcam, get your shit fucking set up, get it straight, and do a fucking virtual concert online. That would be dope. Honestly, I think I'm going to start doing that. Leaf, we need to hop on that shit. And I'm 100% serious about that, Leaf. We gotta start doing that shit. Definitely. I don't really know how I'd want to do it though. I don't know if I would want to post it to YouTube or if I would. I kind of would want to post it to a place where people have to like come fucking pay to watch me do a performance. And I'm not talking like super expensive, right? Because nobody. Sauce, I told you I'm probably just gonna keep talking, bro. Like if you don't want to hop in here, like you can either deal with Mandy or you can go to bed, bro. I don't know how to help you, but like as far as a virtual concert, like I would probably only charge like $5 for fucking like people to get in, right? That's like cheap as fuck. That's cheaper than a fucking door ticket to go to whatever fucking local place that you have around you. Like, I think when we did our show, our door tickets were like fucking $10 or some shit. So, like, $5 to sit in your living room to watch somebody do a virtual performance seems pretty fucking good to me. Because you're getting the same thing, really, when you think about it. Like, you're just watching this person perform live. Like, it's all fucking streamed. It's not like you're watching a recording of them doing it. Dude, that's an internal battle you're going to have to figure out on your own. I don't know how to help you. You can either stay here and hang out or not. I don't know. Like, at the end of the show kind of gets weird. Usually the typical length for the actual show is about an hour to an hour and a half of me talking about stuff like that. So, and then we deal with Mandy trolling at the end, which I can't even say at the end because we've been dealing with her for like the past hour, but it's been funny as fuck. I love it. It brightens the chat up a little bit, so it's not like it's not crazy. I mean, like, it's crazy, but it's crazy in a funny way. Leaf still hasn't even fucking answered me yet, which is kind of pissing me off. I would love for you to fucking answer me about doing these fucking virtual concerts. Also, I mean, like, for Mandy and Sauce, like, if we were to do a virtual concert, would that be something that you guys would be interested in? Like, as music consumers, would you guys actually like doing a virtual concert? Like, would you like watching that instead of, you know, having to pay a fucking rack of money to go watch one? Because honestly, this is something that I might end up actually doing. Alright, fuck me. I guess you guys are just in your own little world in fucking chat. I'll stop asking you guys questions. I'll just let you guys hang out and talk to each other. Yeah, facts. I mean, I just gotta talk to Leaf and figure out where we would post it at. Because, like I said, like, I don't know how that works, like, on YouTube. I don't know how we could fucking put a paywall. But like I said, it wouldn't be anything crazy. Because, like, if we did a virtual concert, like I said, it'd probably be like $5 for a ticket. Which, I mean, they're not actually fucking tickets, but you know what I mean. It's pretty much just $5 to get into the virtual concert. It would probably be on the weekend when there's nothing going on. That's definitely something that I want to look more into. As much as I definitely, because, like, I'll probably end up doing more shows. I know Matt Garner already invited me back to go do a show in PA. I think it's called the Cell Block. It's in, like, Greencastle, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll probably end up taking that spot on there. Hopefully Leaf will join me. If not, it'll be okay. I gotta make more music to actually fucking do on my own at shows too. Because I feel like a lot of my actual good songs are pretty much with Leaf. Plus added perks to the hub. I feel like you just want to stalk me at this point, Mandy. You're always asking for these special perks. I don't have special perks, so I'm fresh out. Leaf, you still need to fucking answer me, bro. Would you do the concerts with me? The fucking virtual concerts, not the actual live ones, because I know you'll go to more of those. But I think that virtual concerts would definitely be a good idea. I mean, especially with the fucking following that you have on YouTube, I'm almost fairly positive that you could get some people to come fucking watch you do that shit. Because personally, I like the fact of introducing virtual concerts because they're not expensive. You don't have to drive to them. You don't really actually have to take a whole lot of time, like, out of your day. You'll literally be at home and able to watch them. You don't have to spend fucking $8 a fucking drink. You can go buy a bottle or whatever the fuck you like, and then you can enjoy your artist doing a concert from the fucking comfort of your living room. I think I might start doing exclusive stuff though, with some behind the scenes of what it's like to actually like make tracks, make songs. I might end up doing some beat streams too, to show like how to make beats and stuff, or show the process that I go through making beats. Because I do use loops, but I don't use loops for all of them. No, I'm not gonna say no. That was good. That was good. But no, I definitely want to start getting more into streaming, other stuff. The videos and stuff of us doing behind the scenes like stuff in the studio will probably be posted on something else. I gotta get some more pages and stuff set up so that way people can actually come follow me instead of just look at the normal shit that I post on social media. Leaf, Mandy said that she wanted to sit on my face, I think is what she said. He said pull through sauce, bro. It's funny as shit. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna do the virtual concerts. I love that idea. I fucking love that idea. 100%. I'll still do other shows. So if anybody's ever in like the PA area, I know that we got shows that are gonna end up happening out there. I might see if I can hop on some in Virginia, just because that's where I'm at. I don't really know how far I want to go until I'm not paying to be on shows. Cause like the last show was fucking expensive as shit for me. Even though it wasn't expensive to actually get on the show, because it was like a $50 slot. You know, driving fucking 3.5 hours away and staying in a hotel after the show, like that shit adds up. Y'all are fucking too much in chat, bro. He's fighting for your attention, Mandy. You should just give it to him. Oh, dude, Sauce Man, I think it's funny that you said that I should be a Sauce Bro, because my name in my brother's phone has actually been Sauce Man for the past fucking almost 10 years. I think the difference between you and me though is I had drip sauce like relish. Yeah, I also created Society, so there's that too. Just kidding, that was a me and Leaf move. I just said that, you fucking guy. I just said it was a me and Leaf move. He said I was tartar sauce. God damn it. If I were to start doing streams of like doing beats and stuff, would that be something that you guys would be interested in? I probably won't be able to be as active with chat, just because I'll be concentrating, but the funny part is I can't tell if Mandy's actually being serious or if she's just trolling. I think I'll definitely do the beat one. That'll probably be dope. He said bro's been That's funny as shit. I love it. It's great. It makes the chat interesting, but it also fucking throws me off when I like look over and I'll see like some crazy shit and I'm like, dude, there's like no chill in chat. Yeah, but is it store-bought tartar sauce or did you make that shit at home, bro? Because like if you didn't make it at home, you be eating that fucking Long John Silver shit. Yeah, I'll probably definitely end up doing the beat ones. I don't know what days I'm gonna pick, because I know Savvy pretty much invites me to his podcast on Mondays like every fucking time. So I might end up doing some beat ones on like Tuesdays, like throughout the week, if I can fucking make time for them. I could probably try one out on Saturday. I'll probably end up doing them earlier though, because I can't stay up till fucking 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning on a fucking Sunday. I'll be fucking dead. Literally in the joke. Oh, god damn it. This chat's gonna get me fucking banned. Honestly wish that I would have had some fucking weed over here. This is crazy. Please make sure that Mandy never gets any of my information. Should be out here fucking trolling me throughout the fucking day. It was just 11:13 fucking 60 minutes ago, yeah. Do that math. I did get through everything that I wanted to. I did get through everything that I wanted to do though, with the show. I don't think I feel like it wasn't as productive as the last one, to be honest, but live and learn. So keep us in mind. We'll definitely keep everybody posted with new stuff that we start to do. I appreciate for everybody coming out and watching. Again, this is Illminds. First of all, it's 63 minutes now, but it wasn't 63 minutes when you first typed that. It was actually 62. Imbecile. This is the Illminds Independent Podcast with your host, SPtheGreat. I appreciate you guys for coming out and watching. Chat was fucking delightful as always.